4, 3, 2. Begin transmission. This is Dungeon Radio Hour.
Hello and welcome, Space Cadets, to Season 2 of Dungeon Radio Hour, an actual play D&D comedy podcast where space is not the final frontier. As always, I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Dalton Rusher-Riddle, joined once again by my ragtag band of heroes. Introduce yourself, heroes.
I'm Michael Adair.
I'm Alissa Adair.
I'm Andrew Gehrlein.
And I'm wondering what Andrew's laughing at.
But Mike was so zen.
Yeah.
He was like so, and then he like came up to the mic like he was gonna make out with it, and then he just said his name completely normal. And I was like, what just happened?
Well, I do that before every show, and you guys don't get to see that part of me, the zen part that is focused.
What I so focused.
What I do on a creative level takes a lot of zen-like focus.
I just expected you to be like, I'm Michael Adair or something, but then you just said it so normally, and I was like, that's what took me back was you saying it normal.
You interrupted my normal routine. There's nothing abnormal about what I did.
You're right.
Okay? This is Mike's private routine. Now,
in fact, it's rude that you drew attention to it.
It really is.
Wow.
I didn't want people to look
true.
at me. I don't want people to look at me when I'm zen because it breaks my zen.
Okay, well, right now we're zooming into you completely, and we're in your nostril now.
Yep, you're just the entire frame now.
Right
up in
do
there.
that, and Mike becomes Zen. Dalton,
Thank
I'm
you,
sure you have
Alissa.
something planned for us.
I do have something planned. Thank you. I did not want to talk about Mike's nose anymore. All right, so for the pre-show, I
If I
specifically
wasn't so zen,
did...
I swear to fucking God. No, don't stop talking when I'm talking. Keep going. You still have to be there.
Don't stop
talking.
All right. Thank you.
You interrupt me when I'm talking.
You better interrupt me.
Listen here.
Okay.
Listen. Okay, so I purposefully did not tell you the topic for the pre-show tonight because I wanted it to be off the cuff. I wanted it to be like rapid fire, the first instinctual answer that came to each and every one of your heads.
It would sound false if it was rehearsed or if we had talked about it before.
Exactly.
So we have to go into it off the cuff.
Yep,
Real
we
life.
don't do that around here at all. So, favorite underrated space movie, and go.
Pluto Nash. No, not
Pluto Nash.
Not Pluto
No
Nash.
way.
I did ask for the
No.
instinctual answer.
That's nobody's favorite movie. Matrix.
That's not
or
underrated.
something.
That is just bad.
Is Matrix in
I think that-
space? You can't
The
prove that
Matrix?
it's not in space.
That's a good point.
Are they in
Aliens
space?
hook us up to the battery machine. I've only seen this movie once or twice. Aliens hook us up to the battery machine, and we're the batteries.
Yeah.
And that can't happen on Earth
Uh-huh.
because aliens.
But also, Matrix isn't underrated.
True.
That's
Very
fair.
true.
And that's why it's not my instinctual answer. My instinctual answer
He's ramping up. He's thinking.
is
Oh, going.
Spaceballs. Haven't thought the entire time I've been talking. Now I'm thinking that's the answer. Right off the cuff.
Ooh.
Spaceballs.
I
Mel
can't
Brooks.
Spaceballs.
It's a farcical parody, Mel Brooks movie about Star Wars for the uninitiated. It came out in I want to say the late 80s.
Probably.
Yeah, and it was
Sounds
an
right.
underrated film.
No, it's really good. Yeah.
What's your answer if you fucking judge me so?
I'm not judging.
Why do you
I
have the
love
judgy
Brooks.
tone of voice and tone of face?
I think it's just the glasses.
That's
the
true.
glasses make everything seem
She
judgy.
thinks she's better than me. I look into her shiny little lenses and I can just see that she thinks she's better.
I've seen Young Frankenstein and Robin Hood Men in Tights. Isn't that
Oh.
Mel Brooks?
That is
Both
Mel
great-
Brooks.
both
At the
great
height of
movies.
his powers. Yeah, absolutely.
And then third is Spaceballs, but still very good.
Oh.
Did he do Princess Bride?
No.
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 No, that's not
That's
Mel
not it.
Brooks.
That's in space.
You're
No.
thinking
Also,
of
I
two
don't
movies
think
with
so.
Carrie Elwes. The two movies that you know that Carrie Elwes are in, you think are both directed by.
Yeah,
Mel
I
Brooks.
did. I was
Together.
doing Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
Princess Bride. Yeah, two
It
different.
feels
two
Mel
different
Brooksy
movies.
though, doesn't it?
No,
Okay.
nothing about it.
I don't think there's enough absurdity in Princess Bride to make
Yeah.
it a Mel
Same.
Brooks.
There's
film.
no.
It's missing the pun.
That's why it's an underrated Mel Brooks
Yeah,
movie
there's
because
no,
it's not
like-
even Mel Brooks.
That's true.
It's underrated.
That's,
God
that's a
damn
valid
it,
point.
Andrew might have the
You got
answer
me
of the
there.
episode.
Okay, I will
All
give
right.
my answer, which is Galaxy Quest.
Oh.
Love it. Oh yeah.
Oh. Approaching
Solid.
its 25th anniversary if it hasn't reached it already.
What do you like about it, Alyssa? What do you love about it?
I think it's
Tell us about it.
What do you tolerate about it?
What do you like about it?
Overall, it's
What are
great.
5 things you wish you could
smells
change
good?
about the plot?
In a listicle format, please, Alyssa,
I
off
would
the
change
cuff.
nothing about the plot. I think the plot is strong. I think the actors are strong. I think there's a really funny moments, but also heartfelt moments. It has a good like story in the end about like overcoming the adversity and like understanding that, you know, sometimes you got to do stuff for yourself and for others, not just for like fame and glory. I think it's like a good message too.
It's
at
4
the end.
things, and you fucked up the listicle format.
It does.
All
It has
right.
a great cast, right? We got
Yeah.
Tim Allen. We got
Rainn Wilson,
Alan Rickman.
What?
Alan
got
Rickman,
Sigourney, right?
Yeah.
Sigourney's in it.
So great.
Tim
Tony
Allen,
Shalhoub.
Sigourney
Monk
Weaver,
is in
Tony
it.
Shalhoub,
Yeah, Tony Shalhoub's in it.
Sigourney
Tony
Weaver,
Shalhoub.
Tony
Alan
Shalhoub,
Rickman?
Alan Rickman, Tim
Is,
Allen,
Sam Rockwell
Alan
in it?
Rickman, Sam
Sam
Rockwell,
Rockwell is in it. Sam
Yes.
Rockwell,
Rainn
yeah.
Wilson, Sigourney Weaver.
Rainn
So-
Wilson is the another one.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So honestly, a great cast. I really enjoyed this film. Honestly, really good. That's probably
It's a solid pick.
And
yeah,
it holds
Solid
up.
pick, Alyssa.
because it's not a movie that everybody is like, oh, AFI's top 25 films, yeah, Galaxy Quest, right? You know, no.
It's one of those things where, like, if you walk into a room with 20 people and you say, everybody raise your hand that's in Galaxy Quest, you'll get, like, 2.
I
Yes,
don't
but
know.
everyone who
I
has
think it's
will
more
be like, fuck yeah,
popular.
Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. I think it's more popular. I see memes about it all the time online.
True.
Like people like clipping out like the funny moments, you know how they do like the pictures and panels with the quotes.
If you have not seen
Memes.
Galaxy
A meme?
Quest,
Are you
on
describing memes?
Fuck
to
you,
us?
man, all right? I tried to come in here so zen and you're trying to break every part of that, and I don't appreciate it. I'm honestly pissed, and Alyssa's pissed. You're pissed too,
She's
right,
pissed.
man? She's pissed! She's absolutely pissed right now! I'm over-caffeinated and under-zinned.
Is that your
I was
autobiography?
trying to say
Yeah.
that anyone who hasn't watched it in the audience, go and watch it. Pause this show. Go watch it. Come back.
Well, don't,
leave us a
don't
comment.
pause our show. Don't.
You will.
Don't
enjoy
pause
it.
our show. Wait for our show to run 2 or 3 times on different platforms. And then go watch yourself some Galaxy Quest. You deserve it. You're a fan of our show, after all.
It's true.
Yeah,
Andrew, what about
And
you?
we're basically Galaxy Quest.
exactly.
Basically.
Basically, we're on a quest in a galaxy.
Alyssa,
There
do
you
do an impression of a guy from Galaxy Quest.
Oh, what's that quote that they say from it?
Mhm.
We're
Never
on a
give
galaxy
up.
quest again.
Never
Oh boy.
Never surrender.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that it? Never surrender?
something
Never give
like
up. Never surrender.
that. Yeah, fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
And in another episode,
Oh,
you
I
did
thought that was from, like-
We need your help.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Rainn Wilson, Sigourney Weaver, Tim Allen, Alan Rickman. Who else is in it? Tony Shalhoub,
Tony
if you
Shalhoub.
believe it.
Tony
We
Shalhoub,
probably
Sam
said that
Rockwell.
about 8 or 9 times.
We didn't.
Good movie. Dalton, what's your favorite space movie in
Mine?
space?
Treasure Planet. Like,
Oh
no
my
questions
God.
asked. Like,
Ooh.
gun to the head.
Gun to
Treasure
the
Planet.
No. Oh, that's good. I wish I had said everybody else's movies besides the one I said, because I think mine is firmly appreciated in the Mel Brooks universe, Brooksaverse, and the Mel
Like,
Brooks
the
universe.
Brooksaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brooksiverse. It is.
It's
But I do.
appreciated.
I think
The Milky Way.
Ooh.
Oh,
Damn.
I know. I know.
Whew.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was
Straight
good.
fire coming at the
Um,
mic.
But no, I think it's one of those underappreciated Disney movies that came out right, at the height of the Disney Renaissance, and there were so many other films that were happening at the same time that got so much more traction, especially all of the damn princesses, that it just kind of got lost in the shuffle.
I've never seen it.
Shuffle.
I also heard that.
No,
there was, like,
you haven't seen it? It's really good, Andrew.
dude,
You'd
it's
actually
very
like
good.
it. Amazing soundtrack, great animation. It started, I would say, like a second renaissance for Disney animation, because
Yeah.
it seemed like they were really changing up the forms of the characters in this era. And
Visually
using more,
stunning.
yes, a mix of 2D and 3D animation, and it's really good. Anyway,
Yeah, my parents didn't let me believe in space, so I couldn't watch
that's
that.
true.
Well, that's fair.
Space, other religions.
Space is the devil's. It's a devil's tool. Okay.
But if you don't believe in space, then where does Jesus live?
That's true.
He
Oh, your parents are
lives-
stupid.
You're right. He did go to space in the Bible.
He did.
He does.
He lives up there
They
where the
strapped
clouds
the
are,
rockets to his feet
dumbass.
And everybody watched him. Yeah. Fuck.
Right.
An underrated space movie, though.
Yes, underrated movie.
Yes.
So, okay, question: does it have?
3.
What if the aliens are on
2.
Earth?
Oh, that's a good question. I wish I had
Because
asked
Earth
that
is
earlier.
in space.
Earth is in
Think
space.
about it.
Technically,
Dalton.
Earth is in space.
Then my favorite space movie, Hotel Rwanda, and I'll explain why. Don Cheadle, stunning performance. Sigourney Weaver,
I like the
Tim
Cosby
Allen,
version
Rainn
better.
Wilson.
I like the Bill
Cosby
Cosby
version.
remake of Hotel Rwanda.
I honestly haven't.
Mike, take us away with a quote.
Oh no! Let's go back. Well, this might be out of the other. Let's go back to what we're talking about. Andrew said something like space involved.
I don't know. Maybe I don't have. Okay, an underrated space movie.
Underrated space movie.
Yeah.
I feel like a movie that this is how I talk when in a job interview when they ask me something I don't know, and I just go, in my opinion,
Right.
a movie that is underrated
Buying time.
that takes place in space, which
Sure.
was the question you asked,
I'm looking at my clipboard. I'm thinking about
Which
what
is
kind of
what
candidate
I'm-
you are.
relaying to you.
The
movie that I'm talking about, which is in space, as you
Edge
said,
of my seat.
the space movie, which is underrated.
Space movie in space.
It checks all the boxes.
Of course.
I don't fucking know, guys. Shit.
Oh,
Ernest goes
Three.
to space. No. Ernest
What?
goes to. Does he go to space?
Ernest
I've never
does.
seen it.
Ernest goes to camp. Ernest is in space. And I
Or is
don't
he in
ask me
space
why
camp?
I know that about.
Wait, the movie is called Ernest in Space.
It's Ernest in space. Ernest goes to Africa. Ernest goes to camp. No, he does. He goes to Africa. And
Ernest gets around.
Ernest is in space.
What
Ernest
he-
in the army?
Ernest in the army.
In the army.
There's so many. What?
Okay.
Who's Ernest? I don't know any of these.
You don't
movies.
know?
He's a guy. He goes. He's not. He doesn't belong anywhere because he's probably.
He's like
he's
a
like-
Billy Bob Thornton / Sling Blade. type
He's
of
like a
character,
hillbilly,
right?
sort of like a hillbilly Mr. Bean that can talk. That's who Ernest is.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes. That's
Yeah.
a really
Ernest
good way to
goes
put
to
it.
jail. Ernest
Ernest
scared,
is-
stupid.
Oh, that one's R-rated.
Oh.
Ernest Scared Stupid was really good. I got that one from the Blockbuster quite a few times as a
There's
child.
one that's just Ernest goes to Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
That's so specific.
That's just a 3-minute.
Honestly,
Woo!
that was probably playing in 1991 at Splash Mountain, just on a screen. It's probably not
I
something
bet
you
you're.
can actually
That's
watch.
accurate. I bet that's
1000%.
what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
for the
Cross
longest
promotion.
time, I thought Ernest, like the person who, like the character of Ernest, was the dopey deputy from the Andy Griffith Show.
Oh.
Like
Yeah.
I, for the longest time,
He
thought that
yeah.
they were the same
Like
person.
a
might be.
40-year gap between those two characters.
It's
Wait.
his origin story.
What
The Ernest verse.
what was that guy's name? I know the actor's name. It's
Tommy
Don.
Barney.
It's Don Knotts. I know that. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Barney Fife.
Barney Fife.
45.
Nailed it.
Barney Fife.
I was gonna say Barney
42.
Fife, and I was like, no, Mike, that's not right.
No.
But I'm trying to be
you missed
easy.
out.
I'm trying to be good to myself, and I'm trying to be zen. Have I mentioned that? I'm really trying to zen out as much as I can. Mindful meditation.
Mhm.
You know.
Well, let's let Mike go back into his Zen mode.
Okay, so recap of what happened last episode. You met OK, or Oshkosh Bagosh, down in the tunnels of Space House. He was a former contestant. He vehemently believes that there was a conspiracy theory or a conspiracy plot to kill him, to unalive him, and prematurely take him out of the games because the higher-ups, the council, as he says, they weren't a fan of how he was playing. He was playing a very large social game, which up to that point had not really been seen yet, and it was causing their ratings to tank. So he thinks that he was taken out or was about to be taken out. So he's been living underneath the tunnels of Space House for the last several years. He led you to his room. He let you know that there is this myriad of tunnels that run throughout the entire space station, which is how he's been using it to get around. He has a cloaking device that he has made that helps him keep off of the radar from the cameras that are constantly running, that get all of the live feeds. and he was taking you back to your room, and right before you popped up in the grate and went back into your living quarters, you saw that your 3 roommates, Des, Ella, and Inigo, were all sitting in the couch or on the couch in the living room with the 3 members of the council, Dr. Bad, General Tusk, and Mother Superior Nova.
Oh,
is what
my
we
God!
start.
Oh boy! Well, yeah,
Wow.
guys, I'm sorry. There's no Amazon package, so no. We looked all over.
God, I
Right.
know. Took us all over the tracking. Took us all over the station.
Honestly, and I know you guys said front door, nowhere near the front door, if it's out there at all. Got to turn in. Probably got a game tomorrow, right, or some kind of
Yeah.
challenge.
As the 3 of you, I assume you're emerging from the grate inside. You hear a familiar voice come from the living room. Well, it's about time the 3 of you joined us. We've been waiting for, well, it seems like forever. Come into the living room. Join the rest of your team.
Yeah.
Don't you need a warrant for this?
Why
or-
would they need a warrant for a friendly drop-in, Andrew?
You got to give us 10 as a tenants. You got to give us 10 days notice. I don't know. You can't just barge in here.
Yeah, you definitely.
You've barged.
We can do whatever we please.
Which one are you again?
Okay.
Say your name. You say your name, and the other one you say your name, and the third one I assume you say your name after you do your voice, please. Because I know that, like some listeners, I'm confused. We haven't talked to you guys in a while. Just want to get things clear.
I've
Everybody,
been calling him Hippo Guy. Are you you're a Hippo guy?
hippo guy, yeah. You have been saying hippo guy a lot. And I thought it was
Yes,
directed
I-
towards me.
Hippo guy. Hippo
I'm a
guy.
GIF or a hippo, as you would commonly be called. We can go where we please. We are the High Council of Space House and the Greater Spaceopolis Space Station. You will do as we say.
Right, and your name is, because I can't stress enough, I do need a reminder.
As you are saying this to the council, Reverend Mother Nova places her hand on the general's shoulder. Please, 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 there is time later to get into all of this, but for right now, please join us in the living room. General Tusk apologizes for his gruffness.
General Tusk, Mike. It's General Tusk.
General Tusk got 2 out of 3. All right, thank you, Reverend?
Revy?
Yes.
Revy?
And I'm so sorry we kept you
Rebecca?
waiting. Can I offer you some tea?
We don't have tea,
No.
but we'd love to offer you it.
Yeah.
Only to appear nice and polite.
I'm hoping you'll
I
say
could piss
no.
some oil tea into a cup.
Oh.
No, thank you. Please come join the rest of your team.
Would love to. And how was your day? And we're just gonna. I walk casually
Squeeze
over,
on
sit down. I don't. I'm trying to project an air of nothing's going on. You know. If I could roll for some sort of deception, because remember I came in with that
Roll.
line about the
Give
Amazon
me
package.
give me a performance check.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, and that is you're not gonna believe it.
Ooh.
21 modified. And listen, we'll offer you our snack. I got some big gift basket of snacks in there. Love to hear about your day. How are you? It's been so long. I go over and I sit down on the couch and I go into it.
Goo into it.
I just sort of I melt into the cracks and my legs are completely flat, but my torso is
Oh, you're like worse than
Puffy.
man spreading. It's just completely everywhere.
exactly. You're gonna
You're
have
just
to
taking
sit
over
in
the
it.
whole couch
You're gonna
Yeah,
have
the
to sit
entire
in it.
couch.
slowly.
Gross. Thank you for asking. And to be quite honest, Jelly Boy, today has not been a pleasant one. I know the 6 of you were all participating in the most recent game when the asteroids made contact
Oh
with
my
Space
goodness.
House.
The
Oh,
asteroids.
I remember that. That was the other hour. Yeah, I remember that. You guys. Asteroid, boom.
And we were so scared that we just scattered, and it took us forever to even find each other.
Right, and then the Amazon
Yes.
package debacle, and may I say, really concerning, these asteroids.
Yeah.
I've been hearing this is sort of and maybe it's a weather event we're unaware of,
but seems to be a trend.
Because we are exactly a trend.
Everyone, not everyone, choose one of the three of you to roll deception. You can do it at advantage because you are helping one another.
18.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay. Continue with your web of lies.
Anyway, God, honestly, scared. And I don't know if there's sort of an evacuation plan that we have in case of severe asteroids.
I don't.
There will be no evacuation.
No, I know, but in like the worst case scenario where it's like, oh my God,
We have this handled. You just worry about the games.
Right, about that. I know, and you know, this is my wife, by the way, Alissa.
Very scary.
Peony, for your thoughts. I'm thinking about her when I say this and when I ask these questions. It's just that, you know, there's no way to predict the asteroids. Of course, I know you have this station handled, but of course you don't control the asteroids, right? They're an event.
Well, no, that's not exactly what Jelly Boy, you do make a very good point. We do not control the asteroids.
Right. That would be preposterous.
Events are completely random. However, there are safeguards in place to mitigate and minimize the damages that they can cause. However, this particular event caught us unaware.
So you don't have it. You don't have it taken care of. You don't have it like you said before.
Well, what my associate
you know what I
is
mean?
trying to
He said that,
say,
but-
my friend Andrew Anbot 3000.
Hey,
what
yeah,
he's-
you thought I was a vacuum cleaner. Surprise, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm not.
What he's
One of the
trying to say
contestants.
is, you know, obviously, just as you said, these events could be unpredictable. Maybe some space debris collides with us, and it's bigger than any asteroid you've encountered. Maybe some fallout from another space colony, and then, you know, we have no plan. What do we do?
Jelly Boy,
Well, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to stop you right there. There are
Uh-huh.
no other colonies for at least 50 parsecs.
Right. 50 parsecs, and of course the established space colonies in the Union are, I understand, yeah, they're farther out there, but you understand what I'm saying. At the same time, the trash, you know, makes its way, debris, and
I just feel, as a robot, I feel like I should say a statistical calculation was running in my head as we were winning the game. We were winning the game, and suddenly an asteroid comes in. It seems a little bit like sabotage.
my friend.
You guys
when
have
you-
that word here?
When you say sabotage, there is a very physical reaction from General Tusk, and he waves his jowls back and forth, and saliva does go just everywhere.
Dalton,
Yes.
I would like to size him up. I want to know what that moment was about. I want to
Some insight.
insight is a
You
good word for
you
it,
want
Alyssa.
some insight?
I'd like some insight, please.
All right, roll a vibe check on General Tusk.
Yeah, 5 check. Oh, hell yeah.
Dang, you're rolling so
19.
well.
I know, I'm killing it today.
Fuck you right in the jam. He is hiding something.
Okay. I'd like to shoot Andrew a look, and I'm going to talk about nothing while I shoot him the look. And the look I'm shooting Andrew is, and because we're good friends, so we would know what this
Of course.
means.
Of course.
Andrew, use your computer powers to figure and check databases and figure stuff out while I talk to this guy and distract him.
All in a look.
And
Okay.
can I do what the look looks like and then roll for it?
You can do what the look looks like.
Okay. And I'm going to try to be as subtle as possible with it. So Andrew can clock it, but only Andrew and I know because of our twin language. Beep, boop, 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 boop. And that's...
I order.
Nope. Before you say or do anything, Michael,
Yeah.
I need you to roll performance.
Uh-huh. With advantage?
Nope, just roll
All right,
performance.
that's fine.
You're not getting disadvantage over
Oh my god. Don't be mean to me, please. I rolled a 9. God damn it.
I
Oh wait,
need
no,
you
wait,
to
wait,
roll.
with my modification. It's actually 13 because I get plus 4. 13.
All right, here's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, you are able to convey the message, but you your look only gets every third word.
Right.
So there are bits and pieces that are getting lost in translation as they go to Andrew.
So what is Andrew here?
Andrew, you are picking. You can choose what you hear from Mike's message, but you do hear what he is trying to convey. But it's not going to be all the pieces. But you rolled high enough that I'll let you pick which pieces you did hear.
Mike wants me to pull up old footage of the old space house where they were accused of sabotage before. So I project clips from OK's time on Space House onto the nearest screen.
Oh no.
And I want to find an interview where someone's going,
Oh no.
and I just think, I have a feeling it was sabotage, and I want to put that on the screen.
Oh no. Oh,
to show
no.
that there's a history. Mike, I'm
no.
picking up what you're putting down, buddy.
Oh God.
Us. Project an interview with a random person from 1,500 years ago.
No.
Where they
I
thought
don't think it was that
sabotage.
long
It
ago.
wasn't that long ago. But
Scanning archives now. Scan is complete. Projection in 3, 2, 1. And at the countdown, Andrew's eye glows and a image is projected onto the wall behind them. And you see a small space gnome. They are this like swirling colors of like orange and yellow with this like long, lush purple hair.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing, and I'm telling you right now, it was sabotage. I know for a fact it was sabotage. I'm telling all of my followers right now, get out there, garden gnomes. This was not an accident. This was on purpose, okay? They were trying to get rid of OK. I know they were.
I turn off the projection.
Dalton.
Yeah. So you do have that word here, sabotage. And look, proof that you've done this before. You guys sent the asteroid because we were winning. You guys must have money on another team, and you couldn't handle us Earthlings coming to win your stupid little game.
Oh, Alissa, do you want to
Yeah,
react
Mike, I got
first?
what you were. I got what you were looking at me for, Mike.
I
You wanted me to say that.
No, what I
That
was
was Mike's idea to play that on the thing. To say all those mean words.
Ah, you're funny. I think my friend is having some sort of malfunction, and my look to you was,
What?
isn't it nice that we have guests?
What?
And I really do mean that.
What an apt
Oh, fuck.
glitch to happen, though. Because my partners are correct. This smells of sabotage. And I know that reality shows do that kind of thing, and we just saw from a time I didn't watch, but that happened. And you know what? I don't want to get my parents' tree lawyers here to talk
Oh, she's
about...
got fucking tree
Okay.
lawyers.
I want to talk about this. Okay? I was promised a fair game for the feed, and I'm just saying I'm not okay. I'm not okay with
Thank
this.
you.
Everyone roll deception at disadvantage.
This is fucked. That.
No.
I got a 5.
I also got a 5.
I got a 9er.
Yeah.
Reverend Mother looks at General Tusk and looks at Dr. Bad. That was an interesting clip you decided to show, Antbot. That was from a time where the games were still in a bit of upheaval. They had not found their rhythm yet. But I can rest assure you that there was no sabotage, as you called it. We had the mayor of Spaceopolis himself put together a task force and investigate the game in which that particular contestant claims that there was sabotage and that the contestant, OK, untimely perished. It was a very sad day when all of us learned of OK's passing in that game. We all thought they were going to go on to win. But that is neither here nor now. Today we are dealing with the very real threat of asteroids hitting Space House and delaying the games even further. Unfortunately, and the reason why we are here to tell you this, the main arena is compromised. When the asteroid hit and the tic-tac-toe board fell into the arena, it has damaged many, many parts of our systems, and it will take a very long time to repair. So, As of right now, the physical games of Space House are on pause. Now, that does not mean we will stop playing the games. We are simply changing the rhythm. We will now be instituting the social part of Space House, normally saved when there are less contestants and less teams on the roster, but given our circumstances, there is not much else we can do. So starting right now, we are entering into the social quell. It is a week-long game where you must influence, befriend, and possibly betray the other teams until it comes down to a vote, where all contestants will vote to eliminate one team from Space House.
Oh, okay. I understand that, Mother Superior. What can we do? You know, it's like this is an act of God, or whatever we believe in, right? Because
I will tell my parents, tree lawyers, that you are being considerate of our safety, and yeah, it should question though, if the arenas are gone, where are we to do these social things? Are there like common areas that we're gonna hang out at instead of the arena?
I can answer that for Reverend Mother. The social aspects of Space House, of the games, take place all over the satellite. Every area, well, almost every area will be open to you to socialize, to fraternize, to backstab and betray.
sure.
Wow.
Yeah, but can I just say something? I mean, and this is, I think I'm speaking for all of us here. We were really looking forward to finishing out that game of tic-tac-toe, and it seems unfair that we're not able to, as, you know, we're very practiced tic-tac-toers, spent years
We were
playing the
winning.
game.
We were up and we were winning.
Maybe we
Just
could
wanna
get an
say that.
advantage
Yeah,
in the social
I
quell.
mean, it would be nice to get an advantage if we could.
Mother Superior kind of clasps her hands. Well, I think that is not an unreasonable request. I will talk to General Tusk and Dr. Bad about some sort of advantage for your team going into the social quell.
No, thank you so much for being so understanding. They're so understanding, aren't they, guys?
You guys you want to have that conversation right here, right now, you three? Just hash it out right here so we know we're not being sabotaged. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, when you say the word sabotage, General Tusk,
Okay. God, you gotta, it's getting in my eye, my good eye.
I do have a lozenge, if you need one, a big one.
Well, I don't want to overstep my bounds and speak for the good Reverend Mother, but I do think that an advantage going into the social quell could be an automatic alliance or agreement with the strongest team currently at the top ranking of this season of Space House. What do you all think?
Oh,
I think,
more than fair.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I
Absolutely.
I look at Mike and Alyssa and I'm like winking, like I already have a plan.
Oh.
But yeah, yes.
Well, thank you guys so much. I know that Andrew needs his battery charge, as does Des.
Oh my
Alyssa
God,
needs to
do
be
I.
fertilized, so I'll show you to our door. Really nice having you guys
one
here.
more thing, Jelly Boy, before we go. It is important to let all of you know that the live feeds for 60% of Space House are also compromised due to the impact from the asteroid. All of your personal live feeds are not streaming at the moment, and only select areas of Space House are getting any type of signal down to Spaceopolis.
And what
So
are
please-
those areas? What
Well-
on this map, on the I slide a blueprint over the whole station, what areas are in the shadows that would be
Oh!
No, but I'm sure they're gonna announce that later because that's
Of course,
how to
because
be
we
doing the social
we
quell.
we
gotta
want
do it in the feeds.
we want to obviously the feeds should be. I'm a influencer.
Yeah,
so
I want to make
know
sure I
the
look
importance of
good when I
feeds.
walk by that area. Like, and where are the escape pods on this blueprint? I just want to know if those are in the dark so I can pose in front of them like, hey, live feed in front of the escape pods.
Andrew,
For fun.
roll deception. Roll deception.
9.
That should have been a 1. You are attacking every situation with the same hammer. Just
was a 7.
fucking boom,
9.
boom, boom. All right, let's do it.
When you ask about escape pods, these blueprints that you're showing, are they digital? Are they
Yeah, I got like a digital hologram of the blueprints on my hand or some shit.
Okay, so you're holding out your hand, and there's this digital blueprint that's being shown. General Tusk just grabs your hand with his large hippopotamus hoof and crushes your hand with the blueprint, and all of you just hear this like crunching and crinkling of metal. And Andrew, you hear a voice inside of your head. Structural integrity at 80%. Are you under duress?
Yeah, I'm under duress, but I try to pull my hand out of his leathery grip.
Give me a strength check.
4.
Oh, you're not
Minus
going
1,
anywhere.
3. Fuck.
As you try to like wrestle your hand away, he just squeezes harder and harder. Structural integrity at 75%. Would you like me to employ countermeasures?
I think I'll die if you do that. So I pull as hard as I can, and I think maybe my arm comes out of its socket. What do you think, Dalton?
It does indeed. You pull as hard as you can, and then you just hear like this ripping of like wires and this pop of a metal socket as Andrew's arm just kind of clanks down onto the floor.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's what I needed for this next phase of the. That's what I wanted to look cool without an arm for the escape pod picture. Just for the. I don't. I feel like if I could bleed out, I'd bleed out, and I just. I faint at the sight of my arm in his hand.
Andrew does it. Andrew does indeed faint. Mother Superior just kind of like looks down at you and then looks over at General Tusk and just kind of like shakes her head. That was a valid question and possibly a tad too aggressive, General. The areas will be highlighted on all of your holo maps to let you know which areas are safe and are in the green, as we say, to be able to live stream down to Spaceopolis. It is also should be noted that all housing units are still working properly as they should.
Right. Well, thank you again, and of course, enjoyed every part of this interaction. Perfectly normal to maim my friend when he asks a question, and and every part of this was fine. Right? Mm-hmm. We're cool. We're copacetic, as we say in where I come from. Yep. Domo arigato.
And let me get you some tea for the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
General Tusk just kind of turns and walks out. Mike and Alissa, give me a perception check.
19.
Alissa, you notice that there is a full battalion of guards standing outside of your door that walk away with General Tusk as he leaves. Well, this was a pleasure. It was nice to see the three of you here, safe, and not anywhere else. We will be in touch. And the Reverend Mother turns and walks away.
Don't worry. I will contact the other team. I will let them know that you are automatically in an alliance, and that gives you a 12-count voting block to at least keep you safe for the first few rounds of the social quell.
And with that, Dr. Bad turns and hobbles after the Reverend Mother.
You're a gem. You're a gem, Dr. Bad. Yeah.
I'll never get used to how they say goodbye around here. Like, it's good to see you safe here and not anywhere else. Like, we don't have an expression like that where we come from, you know? That's like, I don't know.
Anyway, should we check on Andrew?
Lost in translation. Let's get Andrew.
I'm like starting to come back online. I somehow look pale.
Dez, if we could have you come in here and repair Andrew's whole arm.
Is there a way we can like use you to like start him up, you know? Like,
yeah, guys, I don't feel good. No, I'm just kidding. That was just me. I'm fine. I can't get up. Can someone help me up, though? Jesus Christ.
I'll help you up. I help
Okay,
Andrew
I lift
up.
my one arm up.
Jelly Boy lifts Anbot up off of the floor. Dez does come over. Don't worry, man. I've lost my arm like so many times, so I got you. And he picks up Andrew's arm. He lifts his index finger, and the tip of his finger kind of like flips down, and it very quickly becomes like this butane torch. And you just see sparks start to fly as you hear the hiss of heat on metal, and like the mechanical like whirling sounds of gears and wires as Dez quickly reattaches Andrew's arm back into the socket of his shoulder.
Oh my God! Dez. Thank you so much. And I lift up my hand, and it's completely mangled and broken still. And I'm like, you did the shoulder thing, and oh my God, I can do this now. And I like twist my shoulder.
Des. Very
thank
good.
you.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, can we get a group huddle over here? Just everybody. Al, Master Splinter. What did we
You guys,
call him?
you guys didn't say a lot to these. You let us take the heat of that.
Well, you were like dominating the entire conversation. So like, what was I supposed to do? Just like sit here and look cute? I was already doing that. Okay.
Also, we were the ones who were in trouble, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you were totally in trouble, and we tried to stall for as long as we possibly could, and they were just standing here and staring at us, and
You guys
they
didn't
would
talk
not
while
leave.
while you were waiting. You guys didn't like say, so how's
like
your
not,
day? Like, what's
not
a good
any.
restaurant?
I
in the
mean,
area?
really,
Like,
just like nothing.
No, they just stood here.
God.
You guys don't talk a lot. You guys should talk more, as a rule. I feel like you fade into the background quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to show your personalities as well. It's the only way we're going to win this game.
Literally. Also, Des, like, you could use that as a fun party trick. Like, you ever see a girl who's, like, needing to light a cigarette? Just come on over. Pew. Just
Yeah, do you guys have
Des-
tobacco here?
What's a cigarette?
Dez is gay and a robot. And he's gay for only other gay robots. And you know that, Alyssa. I guess he can still enjoy party tricks. You're right.
No, it's still a way to, like,
You're right.
meet somebody.
You're right. To make a friend, Des, not
Yeah.
for that.
No, before we go, Alyssa, learn to grow tobacco because if they don't have vices here
Oh,
on
that's
Spaceopolis,
gonna be bad.
They
No,
should
they
get
do.
addicted to substances here. for
They
sure.
do. They have substance.
They do?
They're a little
What
bit
kind of
different than ours.
substances?
Well, Garth Knack juice for one, and I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right from the first episode.
Oh, that's a drug? I thought that
Garth-
was like Mountain
Garth
Dew.
Knack
You've
juice.
been taking drugs?
Yeah, yeah, and some crazy ones too, man. I'll show you later.
Okay, wait, the
I'd
huddle,
love
this huddle
'em.
is supposed to be for us strategizing, but I think that's a good plan. We could get alliances for drugs.
Absolutely. Actually, yes. Write that down. Inigo, write this down. First, respond to what I'm saying to you verbally.
You'll be our scribe, Inigo.
Inigo,
Take minutes.
respond to what I'm saying verbally. What I want you to do, Inigo, is I want you to write down what we're doing and just take the minutes.
Yeah.
Because you just seem, the best with a pen from what I've seen.
Why is he he's just standing there looking at
No,
you?
he's going to say something. He's gearing up to say something.
What, you don't like the drug angle?
No,
We
he
can go
likes
some
it.
other way.
I can tell he likes it. He's
we
just
want the
thinking
drugs.
carefully about what he wants to say.
Inigo just continues to stare at you.
All right, coming back to you later. But I'll expect quite the interaction between us.
This is an
Listen,
open forum.
okay.
Anybody?
Look, they said earlier that we would sort of be paired with the strongest team to give us an edge. But guys,
Did they
we
say
need
the
to take out the
strongest?
strongest team. So what if we get on their good side and then we take them all out?
I was just going to say, I think that's a good plan maybe for later down the road, but for now, just to get through the social qual, they said we only have to eliminate one team.
That's true. Keep them
But
around
shouldn't
for
we
now.
eliminate the strongest team?
We should eventually. Eventually, we should eliminate all the teams.
But us being aligned with them only helps us in this round.
Exactly. First few rounds, keep the strong around, and then we eliminate them. Then we keep the stupid around for a while.
Yeah.
Not the dangerously stupid, but the medium ground stupid players that you think you could take advantage of, but aren't a liability.
What about the ones we underestimate that turn out to be more bad and stronger than anyone we've seen so far, and that doesn't happen until like maybe the finale?
I'd love to
You know what I'm
eliminate
saying?
those guys first, because
That'd be
we underestimate them. That could be dangerous.
What if
Yes.
that's us? What if we're that group?
I like that.
I'm getting ahead of
We're the
myself.
ones you underestimate. Maybe we could be the underestimated. The underestimators.
Ooh.
Hey, this is the whole
Ooh.
conversation.
Team
Des,
group
what were you
name.
going to say?
I don't remember. It probably wasn't important. You guys keep talking.
Oh, that's all right.
But just
No, Dez, it's you know what? As a machine, I'm just gonna tell you, dude, you're important. And
You are
no,
important.
he's right. What he was gonna say was not important. What I'm about to say is, however, we are already the underestimated team. Do you not remember? We had to go through the entire crucible, and we only survived because of me. Thank you. You're welcome.
You were
already
integral to
the
that.
most underestimated team.
And
that is
honestly,
us.
that's
Maybe
a
we
good
should lean
position
into
to
that.
be in. Yeah.
Yeah. If we're underestimated, they're not going to vote us out because they won't care that we pass on to the next round because we're not a
They
threat.
might even keep us
so
around
maybe
for
we
the
just
long
be
game.
really inept. You know what I'm saying? Fly under the radar.
Exactly. Have like a whisper thing.
Oh,
Just keep it
no.
subtle.
Hold on, babe. Inigo was going to say something.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I think Inigo's with me. Okay. So
Yeah.
The look he gave is the look of approval.
No, that was good. Yeah, no, I understood what he said. He didn't have to say it.
Yeah, but I'm sure Ella would agree with me. Maybe it's best to keep this kind of undermined angle, be more in the shadows and gain more alliances.
I'd love to gain alliances.
Here's
ahead.
what I think we need. This is what I think we need to do. As much as it pains me, I think we should stick with the underdog storyline. We let everyone underestimate us. Let them think that they can take advantage of us because we're weak or whatever, even though we're totally not. And we play that to our advantage. What do you think?
Ooh, can I
love it.
say something? Can I add to that just a little bit of flavor? We are also the guys who are really nice and fun. So we're fun to watch, but also we're very nice to everybody else and very fair. We at least let them think that. But really, we're here to stab you in the back. Not suspiciously nice, but oh, those guys seem nice. That kind of nice. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that was good. That was a good huddle you got. Oh, also,
Okay.
OK is alive and he lives under the.
Mike.
No, everybody should know that we're a team. We're a team through and through.
Okay.
OK is alive, and he lives in the vents underneath the stadium, and we found him, and he thinks there's something fishy with these asteroids. And I don't want to keep it from you guys. You know why? Because I trust you three. And you guys are smart, and you know about this place, and you know about Spaceopolis more than we do as outsiders. And I want to fill you in, because I want that trust to be mutual. If you guys found anything else shifty or something conspiratorial, I'd love to know.
As Mike continues to trail on and on and on, talking about OK and conspiracy theories and that he's alive and the asteroids are fishy, all of this other stuff. If this were a movie, this is how this next scene would play out. The camera would pan up from the six of you all being in this huddle. It would swivel around the room until it found the corner of the living room with a single blinking red dot from where the live feeds and cameras are still working in each and every single housing unit. And then the shot would change completely, and it would zoom in on a small hollow screen where it shows the six of you talking, having this conversation. And then as we zoom out, we see the council, General Tusk, Mother Superior, and Dr. Bad walking down the hallway, trailed by a league of Aeon guards, watching the six of you have this conversation. And that is where we end. With the unexpected assault of the asteroid, Space House now moves into the social portion of the games. But how will this affect our heroes, and what alliance did they unknowingly get as an advantage? Find out next week on our newest episode of Dungeon Radio Hour. In the meantime, make sure you head over to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/Dungeon Radio Hour for extended intros, behind-the-scenes content, and so much more. Until next time, keep the volume up, the dial tuned in, and always say yes to adventure. Bye for now, kids.
I think he talks like this. Yes. Very wise.
Like a tired
Some-
Jackie Chan. That's what
I'm tired, Jackie
Give me
Chan.
that rasp.
I'm sorry. Oh God.